Hello there and welcome to Advanced Economics. This is Module 1. In Module 1, we think about the market and we think about how market forces shape the world we live in. The central question of this unit: are markets good for human societies? And to think about this question, let's think about the pandemic that started last year. Last year, all across the country and certainly locally, police were looking for price gougers. Price gougers were people who found scarce items like personal protective equipment or toilet paper and sold them at huge profits because they realized that they were in short supply and they were prices that people were willing to pay. Now, for a lot of people, this strikes them as immoral. To make a profit off of other people's misfortune, in some cases desperation, and it certainly would have been for a lot of America's history considered immoral. The Puritans thought that price gouging was fundamentally un-Christian. But for a lot of economists, price gouging represents a way that the market allocates resources to where they're needed most. When the price of a scarce good is allowed to rise, it signals to producers that they should be making as much of this good as possible and finding a way to get it to consumers. And it rewards those people who are able to do it effectively. It also signals to consumers that they need to cut back their consumption of this product and only use it when it's absolutely necessary, and sorts through which consumers are the people who actually need it most and which people might just be looking for it as a convenience. This is how markets work. The fundamental mechanism of the market is the price. And prices serve as both signals of where scarcity is, and they also serve as incentives for people to find where scarce goods are and use them appropriately. And markets are important in economics because economics is fundamentally the study of how societies and how businesses and how sometimes individuals allocate scarce resources in their lives. So in this unit, at the end of the unit, after reading through and understanding what a market is and after looking at both defenses of markets and criticisms of markets, you'll be asked the same question I opened with. Are markets good for society? Next unit, we'll turn to other measurements of economic health, things like GDP, inflation, and unemployment. Until then,